What's up, guys? Welcome back to Unbreakable Grind. It's your guy CJ back with another video. All right. So as we all know, there's a lot of negative information floating around the crypto space. All right. I want to give my thoughts on that and kind of give you guys some thoughts behind, how I see everything. Okay. So first off, if you like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll keep the videos, the heat coming. All right. So jumping right in, the first thing is, you have to understand when you're making an investment, you need to be investing in the core technology or the fundamentals of that technology or the fundamentals of that asset. Okay? I need you to understand that, because if you're not doing that, then you're setting yourself up to be an emotional loser in the space. You're going to technically just be a puppet. You're going to get manipulated. Okay? Those who invest in an emotional state are going to get manipulated. I need you to understand that. I need you to understand that you invest in assets for their underlying fundamentals and value. That's the first thing. So random news should not be affecting you. And if it is, it's a sign that something else is wrong with your entire approach to the crypto space. Not only the crypto space, any space. You need to be investing in the underlying value of an asset. That's what you're investing in. You're not investing in the fact that Elon Musk said something about it. You're not investing in the fact that Mark Cuban said something about it. You're not uninvesting or removing your investment due to a tweet. That's not investing. That's called being a loser. All right, let me make that clear. And why do I call it a loser? Because you're going to lose money. Okay? You need to invest in the underlying value. This is how I do it. This is how I'm going to be successful, and this is how it's done by the big dogs, okay? By the big whales, by the giants. You can even look at ARK Invest holding Bitcoin. They're one of the largest investors of Bitcoin. They're not selling their Bitcoin because of Elon Musk tweeting, nor are they buying more because of Elon Musk. They did a evaluation of the fundamentals, and they bought the Bitcoin, they held it. All right. So with that being said, all right, I want to show you something because you can really waste your time out here, man. And I'm not really one for wasting my time. I'm one for getting to what matters and moving on my life and winning. All right. So let me just break some stuff down. Check this guy, Kevin OLeary, out. All right. So he says, Kevin OLeary says a made in China label on Bitcoin keeps some funds away. All right. So Kevin OLeary, so let me read this quote here. It says, I've had many institutions tell me that they do not want to own Bitcoin, he said, pretty much because it's China coin. All right. China coin. He also has called the coin blood coin. All right. Now, what I need you to understand about this guy. Okay. This guy has two major plays going, and let me show you how a winner thinks. Okay. He's a winner, but he's a winner manipulating his position, and don't follow him if you're not on his side. He's for his people, his side on the, he's not for us, right? Nor do I blame him. He's doing a play for himself. So what he's doing is he's calling it China coin. He's saying that China is using the wrong practices and all of the coins are being mined in China and yada, yada, yada. So not only is he saying it's unsustainable energy being used and negative energy practices, but also why would we want to actually have a coin that's all being mined in China, right? This is this is his interpretation. This is the narrative he's moving. Okay. What I need you to understand is this guy just purchased 10% ownership of some of the largest U.S. mining companies, U.S. Bitcoin mining companies. All right. He just did that. Now, as a person who owns a large percentage of U.S. mining companies, wouldn't it be a good idea to eliminate the China competition? That's the first thing. So what would you expect him to say? Good things about China's mining? China has already banned Bitcoin to a certain extent, but they still allow mining. Okay. And they can still purchase it. They just can't use it in their economic ecosystem. So with that being said, he's incentivized to make China go ahead and eliminate the mining, eliminate everything, and make there be a negative connotation so that he can do what? Move all of that mining to the United States, to the companies that he has invested in. And I need you to understand that that's the only reason he says this. It's not because he cares about sustainable energy. He doesn't. Let me be honest. Most rich people don't actually care about sustainable energy. I mean, that they fly around in jets that ruin one of the most environmentally unfriendly things you could do is fly one person around in a private jet using diesel fuel. Like nothing compares. That beats almost everything you can do. So he doesn't compare. If you want to argue with me about does Kevin OLeary care about sustainable energy, go right ahead. It's no debate. This guy flies a private jet, which is one of the dumbest cases in that space. Now, another thing, that's one play he has on Bitcoin to win from Bitcoin. But this guy also wants to fork Bitcoin so that we can have a more sustainable approach to Bitcoin. That's his other strategy. Because I believe this guy's extremely salty that he didn't get in at Bitcoin when Bitcoin was cheap, and he's trying to make that case. So he's got two strategies. If we keep Bitcoin, he's still going to profit by saying, okay, China sucks. We can do it better. I own 10%, move it all over here, and he profits that way. Now, if he can convince everyone that Bitcoin sucks and he can fork it and pretty much give us the same exact thing again, but he forks it and can start it from scratch again to where he can say, you know what, if I can fork this thing and I can have ownership of the coin from the beginning, and I can tell everyone, okay, now this version of Bitcoin is more efficient, more sustainable. Now we can all invest in this one. Now he can get in very cheap, okay, and he can run it right back to the same price. And what's the difference? The difference is he's rich in the equation. He's richer. He's super rich in that equation, and that's the only purpose of his strategy. So both of those are dumb. I'm gonna get off of Kevin OLeary. I just want to show you guys how stupid it is to listen to media. It's completely dumb. All right. And we don't do that over here. Now, you need to understand the fundamentals of Bitcoin. You need to understand the fundamentals of any asset when you're buying that asset. So check this. One aspect of the markets that is not mentioned in mainstream media is that gold turned its best year in 2010. The deterioration of health of the economy and the financial system exacerbated by the virus crisis. Now, wait a minute. Currency depreciation through an expansion of money supply in excess of the marginal output of wealth. Now, is a slow and silent cancer to any financial and economic system. So what they're pretty much saying is you freaking printing money is dumb. Long story short is printing money ruins the value of assets. Ruins the value of fiat currencies and normal currency. Okay. And this article is showing you pretty much, they said in 2010, gold had a great year because gold pretty much held its value. Even right now, gold is holding its value pretty good. Okay. So why am I talking about gold? I'm just talking about gold. I wanted to go first off to the news and all the stupid news. Okay. To show you that all this BS, you can ignore that. Then I wanted to segue over and show you that gold holds value quite well, and people invest in gold for the fact that it's hard to find more gold. We can say there's only this finite amount of gold that we have on Earth, and by having that limited value, it holds value better than a currency where you can just print, right? Now, check this out. I have a question for you. Technically, is it possible to find double the amount of gold that we have on Earth, right? Well, let's put it this way. Is it possible to find double the amount of gold that we found on Earth, right? So we have an idea of how much gold exists, how much we found, but it's technically possible to find double that. Like we can tomorrow say, oh my God, I just found double the amount of gold. If that's possible to freaking double the amount of gold. So what I'm saying is gold isn't that good at holding value either, because you can technically find more, and we find more all the time, which means gold is depreciating all the time as we find gold. So it's not the best value hold. That's what I want to show you. So ignore the media. The media information about Bitcoin is BS. That's one. Also the argument that gold is what you should buy, not effing Bitcoin, is BS, because Bitcoin does a better job at being gold than gold does. All right. Bitcoin holds better value. Now, these are some of the fundamentals I'm going into. My app just failed on me. Let's see here. Yeah, my app just failed on me, but I'll keep going. I think my phone's pretty much about to die, so I'll go ahead and get through this. Okay. So I'm on another article. I'll put some of the links in the description. We talk about on this one, 5 advantages of Bitcoin over fiat currency. Stuff like that. Okay. Low storage and transfer costs. You got its division allows small transactions. Oh, and this is also better than gold. Also, it's global. and zero governance. So pretty much, long story short, right? Storing a gold block also. And I'm just want you guys to understand the fundamentals. I'm going somewhere with this, all right? When it comes to the fundamentals of Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin is global. So think about it, man. Moving gold, actual physical gold blocks around the earth is a stupid way to move value. It's completely dumb. We can call Bitcoin transaction expensive and stuff like that, but it's extraordinarily more efficient than moving a gold block. Gold, freaking tons and tons of gold from freaking institution to institution. That's retarded, okay? So Bitcoin is better in that way. Bitcoin is also better in the fact that it's truly finite. We can, even though gold is finite, we can technically find more, okay? We can dig and freaking find double the amount one day, and boom, you've half the freaking price of half the value of the gold, all right? So that's another problem. And I can go on and on and on, okay? I was gonna show you guys a chart where the S&P 500 over time goes up. Look, zoom out of these things, guys. You can't be emotional. Zoom out of the S&P 500, go straight up. Zoom out of the Dow Jones, go straight up. I was gonna show you, if you zoom out of the Bitcoin evaluation chart, okay, it's freaking starting to look just like the S&P 500, okay? That's what it's starting to look like if you take a zoom out. So where am I going with this, all right? You invest in the fundamentals. What you wanna do is, if things dip, first after we've evaluated the fundamentals, like we have with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a solidly ground, like we have with Ethereum. Once we have with Cardano, that's what we talk about. After you understand those things, you invest in the underlying value, the value bring, how those things change the world, why are those things useful, what's the adoption rate. That's what you're investing in. You don't care about the news of random news that doesn't change those fundamentals. None of the fundamentals have changed. So what have I been doing? I'm gonna actually make another video and show you guys my accounts. I've been moving a lot of money. I've been spending money. I've probably spent $40,000, $50,000 in the last, and probably in the last week since everything's dropped. I spent at least $50,000. I'll show you guys the accounts are. You know, I'm gonna validate everything I'm doing, but that's what I've been doing. Okay, when it comes to investment and your investment in the fundamental value, for those who bought higher, take this as an opportunity to buy. See, this is the thing. When you enter the market, you just need to get in. So don't beat yourself up about entering the market when things were high. Every first time investor is going to probably enter at a high point. Okay, you're probably not gonna. It's very hard to enter at a low point. What you need to do is enter. Say, you know what? That's the first time I'm going to be entering this market. You should always be in the market from that point, and slowly invest. When things go lower, just invest slowly. Okay. If you can't hold when things dip, it's showing that you're doing something fundamentally wrong. I need you to understand this. You do not want to put all your money in this. Look at the account, and when it's up, oh my God, I'm doing so good, I might be rich. And then it goes down. Oh my God, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh my God, it's up. Oh my God, I'm doing so good. That's a sign that you're doing something wrong. I'm telling you, you guys need to invest and then go and work on yourself. I'm telling you, pay attention. You're not seeing people telling you to work on yourself, your personal skills. People are making you invest and just care about the market too much. When you invest in things of value, they go up. They might not go up when you want them to, but who cares when they go up? All you need them to do is go up, because we're building generational wealth. Who cares if it goes up tomorrow or next year? And if you care if it goes up tomorrow or next year, then you're probably doing something wrong. You're probably setting yourself up to be poor and impoverished. I'm trying to tell you, setting yourself up to lose. You need to be working on yourself, working on your skills. What am I going to do if all of my value, all of my assets go to drop freaking 90%? It doesn't matter, because I've got skills to where I'm making money regardless. I'm going to buy more. I don't even need the money. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying it because that's where you want to be. People do not work. The market does not need your help. You don't need to work on the market. Work on yourself. Okay, don't be investing your student loan money into this. Don't trust me, all right? Invest in value. I bought a house for $300,000 and people were telling me, like, don't buy it. It's a seller's market. Don't buy it. You're going to get cheated, all right? And I'm like, I don't really care. I know I'm going to get in at a bad. I'm not timing the market. I'm going to get in. I bought it for 300. It's worth 350 a year later. Probably like a year and a half later. I couldn't have predicted it, nor did I care, because I invested in the area. I invested in the underlying value. All right. With that being said, man, I hope this helps someone. My freaking phone died, so I couldn't show you guys all the images I wanted to, but at least I got the video out. I'm going to make another video showing you guys my portfolio, exactly what I invested in and how much. To make a story short, I bought a little Ethereum Classic just for the sake of joking around. I bought like $1,000 in that. I probably spent another $50,000 on Bitcoin. I probably spent another $40,000. I probably spent another $50,000 on Bitcoin, but that was a move. I moved some money from my Robinhood account because I've been selling out of my Robinhood currencies and moving them when it comes to crypto and moving them over to Coinbase. So that 50,000 was there, but I also bought roughly 40,000 in Ethereum. I'll show you guys, man, in another video. With that being said, guys, I promise to keep the heat coming. Like if you like the video, subscribe, notification if you want those immediately, and I'll see you next time. Peace.